Hello movie and TV series fans. In this video, I have prepared a list of the best movies and best TV series in 5 different categories. Since I have personal recommendations, you can write in the comments if you think differently. If you are not subscribed to my channel, you can subscribe and don't forget to press the like button if you like my video. Let's move on to our movie and series recommendations. One day, Walter White, a high school chemistry teacher, learns from a doctor that he has advanced lung cancer. Wanting to provide for the family he leaves behind, Walter White enters the drug business with a former student, Jesse Pinkman, who has mastered the art of making drugs. Illegally, of course, and knowing that drugs are synonymous with trouble. On the one hand, a teacher who has made great achievements in the field of chemistry. On the other hand, a daring former student who knows this dangerous market very well. The methamphetamine they produce with high quality and purity will lead them into the most risky ways of the drug trade. In Die Hard, on Christmas Eve, New York police detective John McClane arrives in Los Angeles to reconcile with his estranged wife Holly. Holly is at Nakatomi Plaza for her company's New Year's Eve party, and McClane makes his way to the building. When McClane arrives at the plaza, he goes into a room to change his clothes. Meanwhile, a group of German terrorists surround the building and take the people inside hostage. McClane is the only one who escapes their grasp. Now McClane's mission is to rescue this crowd, including his wife. One of the most important examples of action cinema, Die Hard has been turned into a series with 3 sequels. The film, which made Bruce Willis fully recognized worldwide, was awarded an Oscar in 4 categories at the Academy Awards. Better Call Saul, my favorite show, takes place 6 years before the events of Breaking Bad and focuses on the life of lawyer Jimmy Saul Goodman McGill and the events he experiences. As the season progresses, the series gets darker and darker, and as the episodes progress, you encounter scenes that make you say wow. As in Breaking Bad, sometimes the series gives you clues about a future event and makes it easier for you to theorize about the series. In short, Better Call Saul is a great piece of work. By the way, the series is slower in the first seasons, and according to many of my friends, it is boring. However, when it progresses a little bit, there is no description of the pleasure it gives to the viewer. Produced by Khalid Muzaner and directed by Nadine Labaki, Capernaum 2018 is one of the greatest works in Lebanese history, capturing the title of the biggest grossing Middle Eastern film of all time. Capernaum owes this primarily to its subject matter and the intensity of emotion it manages to deliver. If you are looking for a new and different movie plot, you can watch the drama and determination of Zayn, a 12-year-old boy who sues his negligent parents for not giving him a good life. The film, starring Zayn, a Syrian boy who took refuge in Beirut, continues to achieve new successes after winning the Special Jury Prize at Cannes. Capernaum, which even surpassed local films in China, deserves to be watched with its script that is as emotional as its title. This is the Dunder Mifflin Paper Company, a seemingly ordinary but extraordinarily funny office. A power-hungry boss, employees each with their own personalities. Work to be done between 9 and 5 in office life, the most indispensable element of the modern world. But Michael Scott is not an ordinary boss, he is a rude, obnoxious, annoying, racist, sexist, and unable to fulfill any of his promises, but in fact he is a comedian, a friend, a helper. After divorcing his wife, businessman Tom Popper's life is very routine when he inherits 6 penguins from his father. Initially thinking of giving the penguins to a zoo, Tom decides to turn his house into a winter park when his children fall in love with the penguins. This sharp shift from routine to fun will lead to interesting events. Tom Popper also buys an old diner and plans to renovate it. The owner wants to give it to someone who will appreciate it. I recommend that you don't judge this incredibly entertaining and laugh out loud movie by its score, and make sure to check it out. Flight 627 from Hamburg to Boston lands at Boston's Logan Airport with all passengers and crew exposed to some kind of chemical attack. FBI Special Agents Olivia Dunham and John Scott are assigned to investigate the unthinkable, reaching out to Walter Bishop, who has been locked up in a mental institution for 17 years after once working for secret government experiments. Dunham is instrumental in reviving a series of supernatural and paranormal experiments that were covered up years ago. This leads to the formation of the FBI's Fringe Team, under the authority of Philip Broyles, a senior agent of the Homeland Security Agency, to investigate cases that traditional science cannot explain. Three young boys, Jimmy, Sean, and Dave, are playing hockey in the street when they are warned to stop playing by men posing as police officers. These tough-looking men take Dave in their car and sexually abuse the little boy for days. 25 years have passed since this incident. The young boys are now grown up and have not seen each other during this time. The mysterious death of Jimmy's daughter brings old friends together again. Sean, now cop, decides to help his childhood friend by solving the mysteries behind the murder. But the mystery surrounding the murder will lead to a series of mysteries dating back to the early years of their friendship. The series tells the story of a theme park of the same name, Westworld. This theme park presents a Western world that mimics real life, and the androids that live there are programmed to the needs of the humans in the park. The series presents a world where the lives, desires, and foibles of androids and humans intersect. While the humans satisfy their own desires and impulses in the park, the androids play the roles they are programmed to play and must stay within the confines of the park. However, some androids begin to develop a hidden awareness and sensuality that changes the course of events in the park. In the series, the management and staff of Westworld strive to solve the androids' problems and make the park sustainable. However, when the androids rise up and fight the humans, everyone's lives are in danger. One of the series that science fiction fans should definitely not miss. Set in the year 2051, the story follows the war against an alien race that could bring about the end of humanity and the events that unfold after time travel and the involvement of modern-day warriors. Time travelers arrive from 2051 with an urgent message. 30 years in the future, humanity is losing the war against a deadly alien species. The only hope for survival is for soldiers and civilians to travel to the future and join the fight. Determined to save the world for his daughter, Dan Forrester must work with a brilliant scientist and his estranged father to rewrite the fate of the planet. Don't miss this movie, nominated for many awards for its extraordinary plot and acting. We have come to the end of the video. If you have watched any of the movies or series on the list, you can share your comments. If you specify the movies or series that are not on the list but you will recommend, I can include them in my next video. You can subscribe to not miss my movie and series recommendations in different categories. Don't forget to press the like button if you like my video. Have a good time.